Hey, he'll show my
Don't worry about it. I recommend everyone just minimizing Twitch.
It's beautiful.
Don't worry about it.
Nervous-sighted.
It's so beautiful.
I'm going to keep the volume on Twitch on my phone just to see if this sound actually works, but I'm going to have my mic off.
Mm-hmm. And if it's going to start echoing through anyone's mic, we need to watch that, because that is a surefire way to distract me. And, like, I can't think when that's happening.
What you're saying is, while Tharon is fighting the vampires, we all just need to feed back into the microphone at the same time. Please, everybody unmute your Twitch until we can get going.
Unmute Twitch. I'll check.
I exited.
Hello?
I'm checking right now.
I think it's on a delay.
On a very slight delay. But it's much better than it used to be, I will say that.
No, we can't hear you on Twitch.
Maybe now you can?
I can definitely hear, like, because I turned it on at the same time, and I can hear everyone talking on a delay.
Nice.
That's good.
That's what I mean by it starts really,
there we are.
like, breaking my concentration.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to mute the Twitch stream.
Alright, yep. I can now hear myself. Okay.
All right. So this is going to be interesting. Now that we're live, recording, the people who listen live can hear everything that leads up to the podcast recordings, which is kind of cool. It's like a little extra.
I think if someone follows now, it might play the sound that everyone can hear.
Indeed.
We're live right now?
Yeah, we're live right now.
We're live right now.
If you look on Twitch.
The internet.
Yeah.
Wait, are we live right now?
We're live right now.
Hello! We should have had a countdown. Hello!
Hello?
There's like 12 people watching us. Woo.
And I'm one of them, so I guess 11.
There you go. Yeah, I'm also one of them.
10.
I was just looking at the art. It's so cool.
Don't say that so loud. Twitch is just gonna hear you. We're gonna get banned.
You're not account spoofing. No, never.
If anyone hasn't followed, follow now, and it might play a fun sound.
I'm a leader.
I'm gonna unfollow and refollow.
I'm more of a leader than a follower. How do I make this work?
Yeah, where's the leader button?
Is that a subscribe button?
And this is the hot. Well, you can if you want to, but just the follow.
This is. Say that this overlay is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Thanks, Etsy.
Sponsored, not sponsored by Etsy.
Is Etsy a person or like?
It probably was at one time, but no, it is a website. Today's show was brought to you by Etsy. All right, we all good?
I think so.
Everything running in the background. Everybody can be heard on live.
I think everyone can be. I mean, if you can hear me, I think we're all good because I'm capturing the audio from my headphones. So that's just that little thing I had to do.
I hear everybody fine.
Super.
Okay. I did not check if I heard myself yet, but.
Yeah. I've been just listening. I've been making sure everybody's been lighting up. Well, not lighting up, but being noticed.
So then, here we go. And we're back to what I feel like is a really exciting session. A lot of crazy stuff has gone down, and we may see some one-on-ones happening. But to fill us in, like every week, we've got our very own Colt Sebastian Taylor.
This week on the Longshots Dungeons & Dragons, we go to Baldur's Gate, whipped away from the Sword Coast, taken to Cold Harbor, where there are ghosts and demons and pirates. The gang, after being flung here through Vel's somewhat poorly worded request, find themselves finally in Baldur's Gate, but not before running into a pirate king with a bunch of husks of former souls, and they almost joined a pirate ship. Almost, like, was only almost murdering pirates, but not quite. Instead, they went to Baldur's Gate, where Colt's friend, Quinn, the elf with white hair and green eyes, was last seen. Coming up to Baldur's Gate, something was a bit amiss. Everyone was real still, but they weren't playing red light, green light. No! The town was surrounded by a shield, protecting it from the horrors and effects of Cold Harbor. Apparently there's a Dudra here who's good and protecting the town. So they did the only thing they could think of. They walked in there and poof, went in there. Turns out people weren't still. They were just really, 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 really slow. Also, they can't leave. If they enter in through the shield through the other way, they bloop, end up somewhere else in Baldur's Gate. Colt and Valhalla separated and ran through the town to find the Black Hook's Tavern, the Rusty Sword. They were closed, but through thieves' cant, they found where the tower where they were holed up. Meanwhile, Elian did her best impression of a messiah and ran across the water to a tower where she saw a paper bird flying that Colt had sent earlier in the episode. She got there first and came across Quinn, who was more or less trying to keep things together in this wacky town. On the inside of this shield, by the way, everything is fantastic. Everyone's happy. The trash is cleaned up. The food is plentiful. Not your typical Baldur's Gate. Finally, Meow, Colt, Vel, and Elian and Radagast all found Quinn in the tower and learned just something that was very, very disturbing. It turns out Elian's parents were in town when this place disappeared from the Sword Coast, and they are now currently actively trying to bring down the shield around it for reasons unknown. So whatever you do, don't approach them. Meanwhile, Tharon came into the town to another part and came across this lovely couple, one flying in the air doing some magic stuff, the other just laying about on a field, because apparently, it's kind of the fake sun, so not affected by this fake sun, because it was the alien's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alien, trying to bring down this shield. Tharon communicated with the deity that was protecting and resisting this evilness, and she gave him a sword, a flaming sword. Looking back and forth at two powerful beings, Tharon did the only thing he could think of. Attack! And that's where we ended last week. Will Tharon meet an untimely end? Will the shield come down? Will the rest of Longshots finally make Mr. and Mrs. Alien dead, making Alien, which is a rare occasion, not so bad at being an orphan. This actually being an improvement because he's kind of got a messed up family life. Find all that out and more on this week's, now on Twitch, Longshots Dungeons and Dragons. Whew.
Absolutely phenomenal show.
Always a mouthful.
Always a mouthful.
To be fair, they looked awfully unassuming at the time.
I almost slept with both of them, so I don't blame you. That was before the charm.
This is documented in past sessions. They are quite the
They're attractive,
formidable folk.
Oh yeah, that too. That too. Yes, I mean that should be the first thing we all talk about.
So, everyone inside the tower, back in Baldur's Gate, Tower of Balderon.
Oh, and you'll need to place, I guess, my summon steed somewhere in this.
Yes, I will grab it for that. My favorite spiritual weapon. Of course, we can size it if that is needed. For me, folks inside the Tower of Balderon, looking out the window, just as you're discussing your plans, a large, golden, almost orange light erupts from the mountain up in Upper City. Basically dead north of you.
Colt's gonna look at Quinn Is that where that thing is that keeping the shield up is located?
She sighs audibly. I hope it's not one of us. She reaches out for another of the hooks to hand her a spyglass. Reaching it out the window, you hear sort of like a, as she breathes in sharp and holds it. I think you're going to want to have a look at this. Is that a friend of yours?
Ah, son of a bitch. Colt's gonna take a look.
As you peer out towards the north, Tharon, riding his excellent celestial steed, is about to crest the top of the mountain.
Yeah, that's our paladin. Yes, I know. Don't say anything. I know.
She's just eyebrow raised, looking at you, arms crossed.
All right. Listen, I'm gonna look at everyone. We need to find Alien's parents and either get them the hell out of here, either in another dimension or that.
Well, I kind of have to kill them because.
Yeah, you kind of made a promise on your long distance phone call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm fine with that.
I kind of want to now.
Great.
But that's specific.
But here's the thing. We need to
Be
do.
happy about that.
We need to do that, and then we need to get the hell out of here. It's been.
Are you still looking through the spyglass as you're talking?
Yes.
He has dismounted the horse and seems to be having a conversation with Ezekiel, who is lounged out on a blanket. Looks like he's having a bit of a picnic. You can just see the back of Eliza's head. She's turned, but you can't tell what she's doing.
Cole's
Guys, I think we should just head over there ASAP.
Cole's gonna lower the
Right now.
Cole's gonna lower the spyglass. Okay. Good news. I know where Alien's parents are.
Really?
Bad news. They're about to slaughter Tharon, probably.
I
God.
mean, we should probably save him.
We should probably save him. And
Does
then
anyone here know how to teleport over there immediately? Didn't think so.
Yeah, after hearing that, Meow is going to immediately start running down the stairs.
Val's gonna follow Meow.
Does anybody need me to carry them while I run on water?
Quinn, I guess you don't.
Everyone at this moment has a flashback back to the Aboleth Temple and the last time water walking was used.
Actually, never mind.
I just want to say, Radagast is trying to he's still a giant eagle, and he's trying to look through, edge his face through the telescope or the eyeglass.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Colt's gonna look at Quinn. I guess you don't have any sort of lightning quick way to get over there, do you?
She's sort of.
No. Okay. We're gonna go. We're gonna kill them, and then we gotta leave because it's been 3 years since the Sword Coast. So if we spend another hour here,
Don't we though?
Okay, so listen.
Yeah.
And she snaps at two hooks to watch Meow as he runs down and sort of starts signaling. Listen, are there any other folks here I should know about? Did you bring an army?
No, this is it. It's just 6 of us.
Not Amatrine?
No, she's still sleeping.
Fine.
But she's safe. Don't worry.
We'll try to do what we can from the bottom, but judging by their reputation, seems like a job for you folks.
Okay, we're gonna take care of it, and then we're gonna leave. Since time moves slow here, we will come back for you. I promise.
All right.
Just hold down the fort. I give her a big hug, kiss on the cheek, and I guess we're running.
Radagast, the last thing your bird eyes would have seen was Tharon poof up above this what seems to be a large crystalline golf ball. He's slam dunk holding onto it with one arm for a moment,
how far away? With a judge of distance, how far away?
Roughly about 3,000 feet or so. You guys are quite a ways out.
I think we try to steal some horses on the way out and try just to mad dash through the streets to get there.
Radagast is gonna like open his wings like really wide, and he's going to kind of like gesture all of you to come towards him.
All right, well, fly the friendly skies.
I have a question for the DM. I have the spell Summon Draconic Spirit. If I were to do that, could I ride the dragon?
I need to double check its size.
It's a large
This is
dragon.
something another one of my buddies uses. A large dragon. Well, it is one size class bigger. I don't see why you couldn't.
Val's gonna be casting this and jumping on the dragon.
Shares mischief count. Takes work. Yep. Okay.
Well, we have transportation over there. It's just a matter of we can get there fast enough.
Radagast
And that means that I can
only communicate with one
go
of you in
60
his
feet.
head, but he looks at Colt and says, "Trust me," and he like still gestures. He's like,
All right, come on,
gestures you all to come to him.
let's go.
Meow is already down the stairs and does not see this.
Can we swoop down, just grab him like talons on the way up?
However,
You start to see magic kind of go around Radagast. You will not be riding him.
Meow. You were saying?
as Meow kind of reaches the bottom of the staircase and is about to go outside of the tower, his first thought is bringing him back to his fight with Brea's sister. Help me out here.
Saber.
Saber in the cage, and the sword imbuing him with some sort of magical energy. And he remembers feeling a little bit faster? Question mark? I don't know if that would apply here, but it technically increases my speed. So it doubles my speed, in fact. So I think that would apply, correct?
Yes,
I'm gonna turn to
but
Sonic if he agrees. That's all I
Yeah.
need to know.
you can roll me history really quick.
Okay.
Okay. You don't remember exactly how long that sonic effect lasted on you, but you remember the last time you did it, as soon as it was done, you felt real bad. Like, you could not move after it was done. And it was relatively short. You don't remember exactly how long it was, but you probably couldn't run all the way there before you dropped for another little bit and then got back up again. You'd make some headway for sure, but you would also fall flat on your face at some point.
Okay. Meow is going to have that thought as well, and is going to choose not to do that. And instead is just going to book it.
Though Black Razor would be like, "Listen, I could do that. That would be fine. Yeah, I think I would enjoy watching you trip."
Yeah. Shove it, sword. And so Meow is just booking it like the $1 Million Man. He's just going.
It's probably a horse down there. Grab a horse.
He's not thinking about anything. He's just booking it.
Okay.
So, Radagast, you're casting something.
Trying to. I don't want Meow to get 30 feet away from me. If he does, he's gonna trigger the spell, and I'm gonna cast this. But I will come out of bird form, and Radagast will come down, and he's still doing his spell because it's a big spell. He couldn't quite do it in bird form, so he wild shaped back to himself because it's so powerful. And he looks at all of you, and he's going to cast Wind Walk. You and up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range are basically going to turn into a wisp of cloud. While in cloud form, the creature has a flying speed of 300 feet and has resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. The only actions you can take are the dash action, so we actually can move 600 feet now to get to him.
Oh!
Your feet are going to start to dissipate, and it's going to move up to your legs and to your torso, and you're just going to start becoming a cloud. If you're willing. If you're willing.
Sure.
Those of you that are willing, your skin starts to just erode away like sand being swept out by wind until you're basically just wispy forms of cloud, still maintaining bits of color and bits of yourself and your equipment, but you definitely feel lighter than you've ever felt.
And he's casting, he's just kind of just mumbling, trust me, like this is a very hard spell.
Question.
Speaking of hard spells, yes.
Question. So, movement dash. As a rogue, do I get a bonus action dash?
You do.
So I can move 900 feet.
Well, so that next dash is of what your base speed would have been. So, like, let's say you've got a speed of 30 feet.
Yeah.
If you dash, that gives you 60. If you dash again, that doesn't give you 120. That gives you 90.
Yeah. So if it's if our movement speed's 300, then I could do 300, and then action of 300, and then bonus action of another 300. Right?
Indeed.
Okay, so I could get 2,700 feet in 3 rounds.
Just before Meow gets out of my 30 feet range, he's also going to start, his foot's going to start to turn as well. He's a little farther away.
Now,
Oh, does it be within 30 feet of you?
No.
Okay.
Just for the spell
to hit.
cast,
Okay.
Just for you to be effective.
so, Radagast.
I'll run like the wind.
Can you roll me Arcana, please?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I will. Got a 9.
Okay. So, we're gonna flip over to the mountain.
Eric, did you read your spell well enough?
Oh, I know it has that ending effect. I know.
Huh?
I know.
Wait, what?
So.
I know I'm afraid.
Okay, I understand.
I'm not gonna read. I'm gonna shit myself.
So,
All right.
The spell must be dispel. It's not a concentration.
Oh, well.
Oh.
No, you can revert back to your form
okay.
with an action.
It takes 1 minute.
It takes a minute.
Oh,
Yes.
man, that's like a whole round of combat.
That's 10 rounds of
More than
combat.
that. That's, yeah, I was just gonna say.
So back on the mountain.
We're gonna
Tharon,
get there.
you've just drawn Dawnbreaker out of the bottom of Meridia's Beacon. And you are falling roughly 25 feet, I believe I said it was.
Mm-hmm.
House Yesenia is reading from a book right below you, eyes wide, but more with hatred than surprise. Ezekiel's starting to get to his feet. Let me pull this up. And can I have you roll initiative, please?
Sure.
Are we moving to a map?
We will be moving to a map. I have it laid out.
Okay, folks. Moving to a new shot on Twitch.
Not ready for this. Oh, man.
By the way, I'm going to be casting Expeditious Retreat so that I can move as fast as Colt.
Oh my word. Okay.
That is amazing, by the way.
We're Naruto running through the sky.
I have never seen anyone move like this, and I don't think the citizens of Baldur's Gate have seen anyone move like this. You guys are what is essentially Dragon Ball Z instant transmissioning, basically.
So this is the part when I tell everyone the down, like the part that sucks about this spell. Now that you're all willing to be a cloud, thank you, by the way. I let
That's
out
what that
this,
Arcana check is for.
I left out a little tidbit of information. So, reverting takes 1 minute, during which time a creature is incapacitated and can't move. So once you get there, you're gonna need a little time to rest. But you're there, and it's a lot faster than a horse or swimming.
Okay.
I have unfortunate news though, because I was out of sight, and the spell does require sight. I was already out in the streets, so unfortunately Meow is gonna be hoofing it. As much as I would love to be floating in the sky with you guys.
Now you get down to the bottom of the stairs right about the time that they all ascend into cloud form and jet off.
Grab a horse, or you'll be there in 100 rounds.
Meow looks for a horse.
There's one there. I'm sure there is.
We can get there in 5 rounds. If you guys have some way to get there faster and increase that, that means you can get rid of your debuff faster. So, just throwing that out.
I mean,
character.
Also, anyone who has dispel can dispel it once they get there.
Well, the only action you can take in cloud form is action, right?
Oh,
you won't be casting anything in cloud form.
So when we get there, we need to not to start doing this right in front of them. We need to be behind something. Yeah, we need to be behind something so they can't see us, and then we uncloud ourselves, and then we go, "Hey, time for." Yeah. So.
Out of character, Meow's faintly remembering teleporting off of that island where we.
Oh my god, we could have tried to teleport.
And is wondering how he did that. I'd like to roll a history check to see if he can remember. If that's okay.
Yes, absolutely. That'd be a very, very good use of history.
To another plane of existence. What would have happened then?
Question: does my draconic spirit come with us in the wind thing, or is it just gone?
Well, I believe Windwalk is an X amount of friendly creatures, right?
If you want to use,
10,
if you want to use your dragon, you can still use your dragon. It's a willing creature. If you don't want to use this, if you don't want to accept this.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's up to you whether or not you want your dragon in gaseous form. It would work. Yeah, it would be a willing creature if you let it be willing.
I actually can't because it's concentration, and I want to cast Expeditious Retreat, which I think is also concentration.
Oof.
So that was a waste of a 5th level spell slot. Never mind.
I mean, you wouldn't use it because you couldn't cast it in gas form.
Yeah, I will say that once everyone's in gas form, you won't be casting any spells. The only action you can take in gas form is to dash or to revert your form back.
So can I cast Expeditious Retreat while we're turning into gas form?
I was gonna say, rather than use your dragon, is it the same level spell slot, right?
No.
Or you?
Dragon is a 5th level spell slot, and
I see.
Expeditious Retreat. I mean, I don't mind using the 5th level spell slot to cast it if you want, but technically it's only a 1st level one.
I was trying to catch you before you casted your spell, but I was really trying to get people's attention with the bird and telling people to trust him and gesturing, but everyone kept doing their own thing. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe you should say, "Don't do anything. I want to do something."
He's a bird.
I did ask if anyone could teleport, and no one said anything.
He's a bird. He can't talk.
So did my history check hit it? That's my question.
Let's take a look. No, but I will tell you what, it had something to do with the hammer. The hammer artifact of the builder, which is being held by...
Probably Colt.
Probably Colt.
I was just gonna say, that's a good question. Because last person who had it was Mary, right?
Yeah, I took everything from them.
Okay.
So, as we are determining what is going on with your guys' movements and things, regardless, you won't be here in one round. So, I'm going to grab myself this little counter here. We are going to say that The first move is on Ezekiel, who just stands and sees you dropping with the sword and draws one longsword from seemingly nowhere. It seems as if he conjured the weapon as he was pulling from his side, a trick you may recognize. He speaks sternly. Eliza, keep doing what you're doing. He looks up towards you, and he is readying a spell.
Oh, is that a cue that he's getting ready to cast something?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm going to counterspell.
Okay. What level?
3rd.
Let's see. All right. I need you to make a spellcasting ability check. I believe yours is charisma for paladin, yeah, and warlock.
Yep. See, using my spell casting ability, so that'd be spell attack, right? Or is that
it's not quite your spell attack, but
modifier?
yeah, it's just whatever your spellcasting modifier is without proficiency bonus. It's just the
okay, just my
yeah, it's just charisma. Yeah, just roll a charisma.
That would be 12.
All right. Ezekiel quickly makes a few hand motions and mutters under his breath. You quickly attempt to countersign, but it doesn't seem to work, as Ezekiel, with a slight smile and a grin, goes invisible from in front of you. Keeps giving me the black. And there we go. Point, point. The last place you've seen Ezekiel. Next up would be Eliza Yesenia, who spends her turn reading from the book. At the end of Eliza's turn, I must tell you that Ezekiel is taking a legendary action. Alright. Tharon, you're up. You are falling 25 feet. You've got a limited choice of how you flung off of the beacon there, so you can occupy sort of any of the initial 5-foot squares around where you were hanging off.
I mean, Tharon's going down trying to do basically a plunging attack on Eliza.
Okay.
I think I'll start off with oh crap, where is it? Channel Divinity, Vow of Enmity on Eliza.
Okay.
That's whenever I fall, once I get 10 feet within her, I would do that as my bonus action and then go in for the attack.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're gonna be here-ish?
Yeah.
So then that's gonna be 2d6 falling damage. That'll be 7 bludgeoning damage. You're going to go prone, but let's go ahead and see your attack.
Okay.
Before you go prone, if you're trying to swing down with the blade.
Alright, hold on a sec. That's 22.
That will strike.
Alright, and that will be 10 damage.
Ouchie.
So falling, does that use that doesn't you would say that wouldn't use any of my movement speed, right?
No, but it will take half your movement speed to stand up.
Right, I'll do that.
All right. You catch Eliza right across the shoulder, and she sort of sizzles a bit. And she's like watching you from the corner of her eyes. She's not taking most of her attention away from the book.
Wait, first I must ask, this is a new weapon. I didn't think about it at the time. Does Eliza get that extra 1d8 radiant for being undead?
She is not undead.
Okay. Thought I'd ask.
Hear it, Colt. I hear it.
Huh? Oh.
I hear the noises.
Awesome. Does kind of disrupt the moment, but worth it.
Alright, so I can tell. So striking with this blade, I can tell that maybe it's not necessarily effective because it requires attunement.
I mean, yeah. Yep.
Somehow it's just it does. After he strikes with it, it doesn't feel like it has as much impact as his normal conjured sword on his back. So he's gonna toss this behind it. It's like, don't worry, I'll be back for you. And pulls out his normal conjured greatsword and going for the second hit.
Okay.
That one is a 14 to hit.
It's gonna strike as well.
All right. This one be 18 damage.
Okay. This time around, she tried to deflect your blade with like a quick palm strike, but she still took a hit, and her right hand glove sort of rips from the back, and what's beneath is just this black, almost like ancient looking skin.
What are you?
She smiles, but is still muttering an incantation from the book that she holds. All right.
That's my turn.
The rest of you long shots. You're going to be moving your speed. Whatever that current speed may be.
I think I can get 900 feet in a turn.
Okay.
And Vel with me, she's doing expeditious retreat.
We are going to call the total number of feet you need to reach the mountaintop about 3,000.
Okay.
It's
You are
really
most of the way
far.
across the city.
Wow.
But so it's 1 whole minute until we can actually do anything, right?
Yeah, from the moment you use your action to revert to cloud form.
Okay, I mean, we're going to have to land like 90 feet away.
And you can't move while you're doing that. You're
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to land and then do the action and just sort of sit there quietly and not be noticed. Otherwise, we're just like...
You will be sitting there quietly because you'll be incapacitated. You can't move or speak.
Yeah, so we need to land like behind a large wood pile or trees quietly. And
just saying. I mean, there'd be no way you guys would know this, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I've cast it before, but Tharon does have Dispel Magic.
Oh my gosh.
would that help with the?
Yeah, it would dispel it. You'd be in the fight immediately.
Mm-hmm. If it's dispelled, it is dispelled. It no longer is a thing.
Well, if Radagast... No, well, we don't know what Tharon's abilities are.
Pretty sure he has cast Dispel Magic before. Someone has.
Someone has.
Or was that Alien?
No, it wasn't on me.
You've cast Dispel Magic a bunch.
Me?
No,
Val.
Oh, do I have Dispel Magic?
I've never cast Dispel Magic in my life.
You just have to have faith in Tharon being a spellcaster that any
I do have
spellcaster
Dispel Magic.
any spellcaster worth their salt has to have Dispel Magic on them.
I refuse. That's my excuse.
I would cast that because I'd be incapacitated.
Yeah, but if...
Even if I use
Can we...
If I cast Dispel Magic on someone else who has Dispel Magic, that's another Dispel Magic available to bring someone else into the fight.
I feel like Val would go straight into the fight without thinking about the whole 1 minute thing anyway.
That does sound like her, I suppose.
That would kind of be in character for Val to just be like,
right.
I'm getting there.
So, you guys have begun moving your speed. We will keep track of that on a side track. We can keep a running total of who's getting there when. Meow, on the other hand.
Speaking of running.
It's like Monty Python and the Holy Grail of John Cleese running for 5 minutes and the guards just watching him get a little closer and closer and closer.
And then farther away.
And then farther away and then closer.
And then further away again.
Such a great scene.
So, you guys have been moving this turn. That's what we shall do. At the end of all of your turns, we once again have ourselves a legendary action by our friend Ezekiel. Let's see. Tharon, your AC again is 17. Alright. This one is gonna hit.
I'm going to reaction shield.
Okay.
Bring it up to 22.
You feel something sharp rake across the back of your armor. Instinctively, you sort of, with a quick hand sign, bring up a magical barrier to stop it from cutting all the way in, but that would have been a gnarly sword strike.
Whew.
Alright, we're gonna bring ourselves up to the top of initiative, but first, it's time to take ourselves a little bit of a break. I've got to pause the recording, and we've got to go and get a drink.
Okay.
So,
get ready for a transition scene. We'll be right back.
Oh my god.
I'm ready.
And we're back.
Hello?
we are back, at least as far as my recording is concerned. So, everybody got your monster coffees? Did we go for bathroom breaks?
Yes.
Cool.
Got that bang energy.
Oh, bang bang.
I actually don't. I lied. I have a rock star.
Wait.
There's a princess somewhere.
Way to tell on yourself.
The Bang, I'm about to say, the
wanted to
Bang
say
energy
it.
drink is like
I don't like
300
Bang
milligrams of caffeine. It is
It's
intense.
gross. It's gross.
It has a lot of caffeine, way more than Rockstar and way more
Yeah,
than what you're
and
used
it's
to.
terrifying.
You know what else has a lot of caffeine?
I just have bourbon.
Ezekiel Yesenia, who's going up first.
Oh, the transition.
Wow.
Segue.
Way to get back on topic.
Snaps for Jordan.
Alright. Tharon, you have one attack coming your way. It's going to hit.
Ouch.
As once again, this one sort of goes across your left side, striking across the ribs.
Is shield
be-
is shield still active for him?
It's a 1 round thing, right? Or no, or is it till you come around?
Hold on, let me check.
Doesn't matter even if it is, because what is it, 22 with your shield? Like this is over 22, but
until the start of my next turn, I have +5 bonus to AC.
Gotcha. Okay, so I still got to hit the 22. Well, this first one will still for sure hit. And then you're all safe there. The second one. Oof. You feel like a hand reach out and try to horse collar you by the back of the armor, but like you sort of shrug it off real quick.
Not today.
Listen, you can leave my wife out of this. Don't you have some sort of code of honor?
My code of honor is to serve justice and defeat evil. You are clearly evildoers of injustice, tarnishing this land. I will strike you down, or you will yield.
You don't know the first thing about justice, about loss, sacrifice. We're gonna switch over to Eliza's turn. Damn. That's fine. Oh, nice. Okay. While reading from the book, Eliza's gonna take her right glove off to where you can clearly see like a disgustingly shriveled black hand.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
She's going to... Ooh, this might just do it. No. Definitely not. But we'll see. She's gonna point one of the cursed fingers at you and utter something under her breath. I need a Constitution save, as there's a large green ray being blasted at you.
Oh, no.
All right. Ooh, that's a good roll. That's a 28.
Oh, shit.
Excellent. The ray sort of goes to catch you in the chest, and you're able to pirouette just enough to where it doesn't hit you center and sort of bisects you. You're gonna take half of 74 necrotic damage.
Boy.
Owie. So what is that, 37?
Yep, whatever it is, rounded down. Sorry, I've got to check one more thing here.
Yep.
Let's see. Let me just make sure. Good. Good. There's a lot of things I have to look over for that. Next up, Tharon.
Alright. You wicked fiend, I will stop you in your vile attempt of whatever hellish scheme you have plotting. With that, Hexblade's Curse on my bonus action. For 1 minute, I get +4 to damage rolls and crits on 19 and 20.
Oof. Well, let's see it. Holy Paladin.
Not a crit, but that is 22 to hit.
That will indeed.
$15 damage on the first swing.
As a reaction, she's going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, what does that do again?
You're going to take a dex save for fire damage.
Alright. That's 22.
Alright, you do pass, and I believe you're going to take half. That is 22 fire damage, you'll take 11. Again, her hand just blasts out a bunch of flame. She's not looking great. She sort of staggers back from that last hit.
On that last damage roll, add 4 because of curse. I didn't mention that.
Okay.
Sorry, hard to keep track. And now for attack number 2. That is 27 to hit.
Yep.
And that's going to be 15 damage.
Excellent. She's sort of slumped over the lectern where she's reading the book, coughs up a bit of blood off to one side, and just starts small chuckles.
Cease your vile wickedness.
She turns back and smiles. Or what? Extra long shots. Move your speed.
Val and I are now. Is this the second round?
This is round 2.
Okay, so Val and I are 1,800 feet.
Dash
I'm
actions?
1200.
Question mark?
Yeah.
There's only one way. That is the dash action.
Dash actions are 30 feet, right?
Dash is double your movement speed, whatever
Right.
it is standard.
So-
So yep, if yours is 30, then you'll get 60.
Yeah, okay. So I did that times 2 in total.
120.
Yeah, that. I knew that.
Are you not a cloud?
Yeah, I'm a cloud.
Then you get
Yeah, it's
300,
300.
which means you've been
Double that.
Oh, you
600.
get, oh,
So that's
600.
1,200.
Yeah.
There you go. 1,200.
We're like neck and neck.
We're almost there.
Meow, at this
We're
point,
waiting.
a mirror flash followed by a horse with one of the black hooks galloping around the side of it, like reaches his hand out and is like, I think we're gonna be late.
Yeah, just grabs his hand and says, "Oh shit."
Make me a strength check.
Oh no.
You have any idea how strong Meow is? I take offense to that. This is
No,
24.
you'll see why. I know exactly how strong Meow is because he reaches his hand out to pull you up onto the horse, and as you clasp him, you pull yourself up and yank him off the horse. Now you're galloping full gallop. This guy's tumbling end over end, like, what the fuck?
Meow is completely unaware of this.
I
guy's
want
peril.
I want to say this black hook is a tabaxi and lands face first into a water trough.
Yes.
Goes fucking long shots.
I ship this. So yeah, Meow doesn't even look back behind him. Doesn't even care. Just kind of mushes. Yeah. Can I get a word? Oh, how do you?
Giddy up.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
I
Yeah.
whoopsh the horse to go faster.
As someone from Kentucky, I am both saddened and not saddened.
Boy, that cultural knowledge came into play.
You hear Meow from somewhere across the city give a loud and yardy Duke boy yeehaw as he's now trying to catch up to the clouds.
You hear like
At
old
the,
western like whistle music in the background.
At the
Imagine
end
as
of
I jump
everyone's
over.
turn,
as I jump over like some pothole is just like a freeze frame of me on the horse, Dukes of Hazzard style.
That meow got himself into a load of trouble again.
Hooray.
You can hear that horn, the iconic horn go up.
Just a stoned old boy, never needing no horn. We can talk Dukes of Hazzard later. At the end of everyone else's turn, Ezekiel is going to be taking a swipe at Tharon.
Alright, I'll be using my... Actually, did hit.
What are you back down to now, 17?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay, I'll use my reaction to do shield again.
You can feel the blade slide across your shield again. He's like, pissed to this. And yeah, it's gonna be his turn now. We are on round 3, ladies and gentlemen.
The blessed Talos protects me in my time of need.
Right up in your face, Ezekiel Yesenia drops his invisibility and looks you dead in the eyes. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Alright, let's see how this is gonna go. That's a good roll. That's a very good roll. That is 26.
Ooh.
Indeed. You are not charmed.
I spit in his face.
He just sort of frowns.
Oh.
Fine. Hard way it is.
He's sad.
So, we move on to Eliza. She's going to turn and draw a scimitar from an ethereal plane. One swing misses.
So, just a question, is that the hex blade thing?
Close.
Okay. I know you're aware of it, just wanted to say, you know, hex blade, summoning your weapon takes an action.
It's pretty close.
Okay.
That second one there will hit. Unless.
I mean, I've already used my reaction.
Okay. It's going to be 7 slashing damage and an additional 13 fire damage.
Oof.
That will miss. Okay. Tharon, you're up.
I've given you a chance for redemption. However, you spit right in my face with it. I have no choice but to strike you down. I'm going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on Eliza.
Okay.
So concentration up to an hour. Until spell ends, I deal extra 1d6 to the target whenever you hit with a weapon attack. And I have an advantage on wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival checks. You make to find it? Oh, I guess on the creature, yeah. Alright, so then I'm going to go in for the double attack. First swing. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Awesome. So that'd be 3d6. I did say d6 for Hunter's Mark, right? Let me check to make sure.
Should be.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Yep, okay. So the first swing is going to do 21 damage.
Eliza smiles as your sword rips through her one last time. She drops.
Ooh.
One
All
down.
right.
One to go.
Splash 1.
Let me just check something here. Okay, so that's a subsequent turn that works. Oh, and also since she died, that gives me 10 HP because of the curse.
Excellent.
All right, and oh man, I'm trying to think if I should try to coup de grace or. You know what? I'm going to try to go for the coup de grace. I want to attack the downed Eliza.
All right, if you hit, you crit.
All right, it's 22 to hit.
Crit?
Yep. All right.
Can you give me a perception check before you start calculating damage?
Sure. That is 20. Man, Andrew's groomsman dice is coming in sick for the saves tonight.
There seems to be a lone tear sort of streaking down Ezekiel's cheek, but it's being met by sort of wild grin as your sword plunges down into Eliza. How much damage did you do with your critical?
Hold on, let me see if I want to do something here. No, I think I want to save that. Alright, so let's see here. Actually, I think I'll just roll the 66. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. I think I messed up here. I'm not sure if I got that 10 health. It's on character death, and she didn't technically die yet.
All right, well, reserve that off to the side for now.
Okay. I'll roll it in table talk, so I would have 66.
You can roll it in D&D Beyond. We can all see it.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay. Good deal.
You drunk, Steven? Tharon?
Alright, so that's going to be 31 damage.
Excellent.
And 2 death save fails.
With that, the last breath of Eliza Yesenia. Her blood pooling at the bottom of the lectern. And as you turn to face Ezekiel, there seems to be a bit of charge in the air.
Holy shit.
The blood on the ground seems to be worming its way up the lectern.
Oh.
Onto the book.
Shit.
There is one large clap of lightning that pierces through the center of the dome protecting Baldur's Gate, striking Meridia's beacon and breaking it into thousands of lovely pieces.
What? No! This wasn't supposed to be how it's happened.
No, Ezekiel smiles. On the contrary, this is exactly how it was supposed to happen.
Oh, I can't wait to beat his ass.
His eyes raise up towards the sky, which now, as the dome begins to fall and reveal Cold Harbor proper with its same black obsidian stone, blue-tinged waters, and gray caverns that go on for miles. Lord Ball, the shield has fallen. They are yours. In the distance, a loud horn plays. We're at the top of round 3. Or will be top of round 4, excuse me. After we move our speed for round 3.
So, just to be clear, the tower where the Black Hooks and Quinn were has been asundered?
No.
Oh.
No.
The lightning struck the beacon I was trying to protect.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Super. Yep. Yeah, wouldn't be a Longshots episode if we didn't royally mess things up. Okay, so we have now moved. This is top of round 4 or top of round 3?
You guys are in round 3 now. You're moving your speed for round 3.
Okay.
So you've only moved 2 rounds.
We're at
This will
20.
be the third
20
round of movement. Then
I'm
we're at top round
all right.
4.
I'm gonna look at Vel, look up, and go. Well, this is going well. What are we landing right there? We have to wait a minute, or do you think this paladin has some sort of?
Just like, I'm hitting right there.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, then hopefully he's got Dispel. Then you can dispel my thing, because this is something we've totally discussed before. Yep. Let's go.
It's fine, Colt. Trust me, everything always works out. I didn't jinx us. Totally.
All right, I'll move with her. So I would say, Val, let me land in front of you guys. We've got 900 feet of movement here, and 300 to go. So I'll land in front of you, you land behind me, and then when you can do shit, you undo my shit.
Okay.
All right.
Top of round 4. Ezekiel moves in quick now. You get the sense he was playing with you before. Gonna be rolling one of his sword attacks. Shield went down at the end of your last turn, right?
Yep, but if it hits, I'm gonna bring it back up.
It will, unless you do.
Boom. Shield's back up.
Alright. Second attack. That will still hit. Any other moves or reaction for shield? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. And we're gonna have a whopping 5 slashing damage. Very nice. All right. Your turn.
Alright, so part of Hunter's Mark on my next turn, whenever the target was on dies, I can use my bonus action to transfer it over to another target.
Okay.
I will do exactly that. Hunter's Mark is now on him as my bonus action.
Okay.
Alright, and let me see some. Is there anything? Let me see if there's anything similar with Vow of Enmity. I'm pretty sure it's just when the creature dies, it's gone. Too much shit to scroll through on this character sheet.
I feel that.
Nope, it just says until it drops to 0 or falls unconscious, so Vow of Enmity is no longer in play. I don't have good enough curse to transfer that, so that's no longer in play, so I'll just be straight hitting him normal attacks.
Okay.
Coming in, swinging. It's 18 to hit.
He tries to raise his sword and quickly deflect, but you manage to get in behind him just a bit, and you do strike.
That's 15 damage.
He's going to raise his left hand, on which you can see a ring that covers 2 of his fingers. And that's going to be a hellish rebuke.
Oof.
Dexterity save, please.
Alright, come on, come on. I'm going to have to use my inspiration on that.
Okay.
There we go, much better. That's 23.
You do pass. You will take half. Damage is 13, so you take 6.
Alright.
Fire, if that means anything to you.
Nah.
Come now, why don't you just die? Make it easier on everyone.
If I'm going to die, I'll take you down with me.
I don't think so. I think this is your last day on Earth.
I'll see you on the way to the halls of Summonguard, you foul creature.
Sovereign what?
And whatever as he's saying sovereign what, going to strike again.
Perfect timing.
That's great.
23 to hit.
That'll do it.
Oh, wait a minute. Got backtrack here. Sorry. Hit me with the hellish rebuke, and I was holding concentration, so I need to do a concentration check on that before I roll this damage.
Yep, you'd be rolling against a 10.
Okay. Alright, that's 20.
Maintained.
Because it is just a constitution save, right?
Yeah.
So that's another 15 damage.
Excellent.
And that passes my turn.
Alright, your 4th round of movement, folks. As at the end of your turn, Tharon.
How much more would we need to go?
Colt and I will be here this round.
Yeah, Colt and Vel are arriving.
I think me and Ragas have one more round to go. Because you said it's
Well,
how many thousand?
4 times 6, 12, 2,400. We got 3,000 feet. Maybe one more.
Well, this is where we decide if luck's on my side or not, because I'm out of shields and I'm at 22 health.
Well,
He attempted to grab you with a free hand, but you managed to slip out of the way. Longshots, you've moved forward. Those of you that are here would be Colt and Vel.
Yep, I'm remaining in my mist form.
Excellent.
But I'm just kind of hovering there like, hey, can you get rid of this magic?
This zigzag is a set of steps that go up the tallest part of the mountain here, so basically the final part of steps.
So whenever you guys fly atop this mountain, you kind of see Tharon hunched over, panting heavily, and he's kind of like using his sword to prop him up. It's like, if you can get here quickly, I could certainly give it a go.
get her first, and then she can get me, and then we'll get that bastard. Dispel.
So yeah, I'd get right like within. How close do you need to be for dispel magic?
Let me see what that range is.
I have it as well. I could just check. 120 feet, so
Yeah,
I'd be like,
120 feet.
I'd be 120 feet away. Still in mist form.
Then at this time, I'll go ahead and have Colt and Vel roll me initiative. So I know where you will be when your timer's done.
I mean, if
And
I go
whenever it's
down,
cast.
If I go down, all you guys can do is run, and that'll be the end of Tharon.
No.
27.
Nice. Okay.
You're forgetting a spell, Tharon.
I'm forgetting a spell? For Revivify, we have to cast it within 1 minute.
I will remind you.
And at the end of
10 turns.
No, they say, like, Revivify, you have to
Everyone
cast
else's
it within
turns.
1 minute of the creature dying. It takes you a minute to get out of Windwalk.
Ezekiel's gonna lunge forward quickly, lock swords with you, and reach over and bite your neck, Tharon. It's gonna be 9 piercing damage as he initially latches on, plus an additional 10 necrotic damage. Your hit
I
point
have no
maximum
idea if
will
you'll
be
be fine.
reduced by 10.
Yeah, whenever he does that, you kind of see his Baron's eyes sinking a little bit. His eyes jut around a bit. It's hard for him to see straight at this moment.
This will bring us up to the top of round 5.
Oh god, what the hell? I messed up there. Hold on. Try to figure out how to do max HP in this.
Mr. Misty Colt, it would be your turn in initiative order, but you're basically just waiting for Tharon.
I guess I can't hold anything.
Negative.
Okay. I'm gonna wait until he hits Vel, and then Vel can hit me, and hope for the best.
You can start the reverting form if you would wish.
I mean, Colt might as well, just in case it doesn't work.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna be incapacitated there.
True.
So no. That seems like a good way for me to get killed.
That's a good point.
Okay. Then it's up to our friend here.
My smartwatch is saying, "Are you stressed right now?" Yep.
We need a thing for that for the Twitch chat. Are you stressed right now?
Well,
what's get heartbeat monitors for the D&D stream.
once we get a certain level of followers and streaming, we can like turn on bits, and then I can like people can use their bits to trigger sounds.
Oh yeah. Ezekiel's going to swing his sword.
Wait, it's Theron's turn.
Theron goes after him.
He bit me at the legendary action.
Sure did. The sword is going to swing true, unless you can do anything about it.
Nope.
Could I
all out
bend
of
luck?
shields.
I'm gonna
You could
bend
attempt
luck
to bend luck.
and minus 1d4 from his attack roll, if possible.
Okay, go ahead and roll that d4.
Just a 1.
Does that do it?
It's gonna cleave right through Theron's chest, dealing 5 slashing damage.
And that was just enough to make Tharon go down.
He's then going to crouch over the body, and he's going to bite, which will crit from hit. That is 11 piercing damage.
Alright.
25 necrotic damage. hit point maximum load by 25.
Hold on, crap. Hold on. This is acting. I don't know how to deal with this. Damage. They said the first one was what?
First one was 11 piercing damage. The necrotic damage was 25 necrotic damage. Your hit point maximum will also be reduced by 25.
You know, I don't know how to do this whenever I'm in death save mode. I'm trying to sit here and do damage.
What's your max HP?
Right now it's 88, so say 25
Just
off
remember,
of that.
yeah, 25 and 10 from earlier. So 35. Yeah. All right. He turns an eye towards the misty cloud forms that he can see. Blood sort of dripping down the side of his mouth. So, is my son with you?
Nope. He's in
Nope.
a different plane of existence.
Pity. I would have liked him to have seen this.
Can I try and pray to a god? Or a Daedra? Specifically the red hand dude. Red wave dude. Val something.
Velixane, the pirate.
Yeah, Velixane, the barrier's down. You want to come and plunder Baldur's Gate? Can you come and save us and we'll help you? Basically, is what I
He's
wanna-
probably coming anyways.
Come and save us. We'll probably help you, please.
We gotta
Evil
get.
vampire dude is gonna try and challenge your reign over Baldur's Gate, so you should probably kill him.
We gotta get out of here, Val.
At this time, it would be Cloud Valhalla.
Well, there's nothing we can do. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Just go up. I'll join you. Go up 900 feet into the air.
I'm gonna wait for Colt and go up at the same time as him.
Okay. I mean, can you hold that?
Okay.
So I don't want to be in range of him. I mean,
Okay.
we're still vulnerable. We're not like invincible. So.
Oh yeah, no, totally. But like that Velgut dude was pretty cool. I think he won't hurt us.
Well.
Tharon,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your death save, sir.
All right.
What round are we on? We still
Round
four?
5.
5?
So would we be there by now?
You guys are coming up on your movement, which would put you here as soon as he's done.
Right.
So, yeah, I know technically supposed to be incapacitated, but let's just play with it. That he's just barely conscious. So as the final bit of life drifts out of Theron's body, he reaches down for his amulet Talos, looks at it longingly and says, "Talos, Kosovo, I never could live up to your full expectations. Only wish I had more time." I rolled a 9. Theron died.
In your head, you can see a brilliant vision of a large golden dragon, too bright to look at. My son, you have served well. And, as is required for Sovngarde, you have fallen on the field of battle. I could not be more pleased. So, join me in Sovngarde. We will sing songs of your victories until the end times.
I feel like there's still so much to do. More good deeds to do in your name. I'm not
We
done,
never know.
Talos.
There may be need for you. We may send you again. But for now, rest. You've put down a great many evils in my name.
Fine. Lead the way. I gladly accept your invitation.
Beyond you lies an open, rolling green field. Flowers going as far as the eye can see. Snow-capped mountains dot the edges. There's a large mead hall just off to the north, across a bridge where a very, very large Andre the Giant-esque man stands watch. You believe that your adventures have just begun. The rest of you, who are still moving your speed.
I think, I mean, Colt's gonna say we gotta get out of here. We can't decloud with this vampire rolling about. We either need to go back to the tower or hide behind a wood pile and whatever. But we need to stay like at least 100 feet away from him. We can't have him like fucking charm us in cloud form. So Colt's gonna go right back to the group.
I'm gonna follow Colt.
So it would be at this point that Radagast and Elias, excuse me, are you guys still moving towards the mountaintop, unawares of what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm there 100%.
Yeah, no, me too.
I'm 150 feet above Tharon. I start to dissipate.
Oh.
I'm way up above him, and I'm going to start dissipating.
I'm gonna go down. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna be 150 feet above him. I'm gonna revert out of my gas form, and yeah, I'm gonna be right above him, 150 feet. This is the same turn which he basically died, by the way. I want to make that.
Yeah, it is. It's literally the same turn.
I have 10 rounds to get out of this cloud, and I also have 10 rounds to save him. Gonna be close.
Well,
Wait, I mean, let's see how it goes.
Then I will have you and Elliot roll me initiative, and I'll slot you in.
I'm gonna go down like.
I think I rolled pretty low, Eric. So if you roll above a 7, you might be able to revivify me.
I know. I'm not gonna back down.
12.
Okay.
12.
Got you on the 12.
So this clouds thing on us, that's not dependent on anyone's concentration or anything like that. Correct. Okay. Colt
lasts for 8 hours, regardless of anyone's concentration.
Before that, I just want to take my form. My voice just cracked. I want to take my form of dread.
Okay.
Taking over that, and I'll dissipate too.
Okay.
Oh man.
So wherever we have placed ourselves, and wherever you're going to place yourself and dissipate, you will be stuck there, incapacitated for the next minute.
I'm 100 feet up.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
I'm a little cloud. A little cloud of sunshine will come through my cloud and hit Tharon in his bloodshot dead eyes.
Cute. That's not cute. I lied.
Okay. So with you guys are moving back down to the group, Colt and Vel. I think that's everyone's movement taken care of. Meow has moved ever closer. There has been, for your part, a development in the streets of Baldur's Gate.
Panic.
When the dome came down, Meow, instead of these bright, beautiful streets clean of trash, instead, it's all filled with rubble. Most of the houses, in fact, seem to be knocked down destroyed in certain ways. Most of the main thoroughfares still exist, but a lot of the buildings have been ransacked. At some point. The townspeople, indeed, are freaking out. No one knowing exactly what's going on, except you have an idea.
Continues forward. He's not distracted by what's going on around him. He takes note of it, but he is single-minded. Get there.
Radagast initiative.
Uh, 22.
That will place you before Tharon.
That's huge.
Also before Ezekiel. Alright. At the end
I'll be right back.
of those movement turns, Ezekiel's going to take his bonus, excuse me, not bonus, his legendary action. To lop off the hand, the black hand on Eliza's right arm. He then reaches down and grabs it. And turns towards the others. Maybe now's a good time to take another break.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Worst timing!
Because it's palpable.
What happened?
Taking a break. Oh.
Ezekiel lopped off the black hand from Eliza's right arm.
Which we all know what that is, right?
We all know what that is.
Everyone knows what that is,
The
right?
hand of
Right, we
Vecna?
gotta scratch the shit
Yeah.
out of it. Yeah, hand of Vecna.
Well, I did that last time, and clearly they found it.
They took
No,
the
no, that was
the
the
eye.
eye.
they took the eye
It
out.
was the eye.
Yeah.
We already had the hand. I don't know how they got either, but whatever.
All right,
Buck, can we please?
we'll be right back. Hey, look at that. And we're back.
And we're back once more. We're gonna be at the top of initiative. Once again, round 6. Mr. Colt. Sebastian
Okay.
Taylor.
Okay. He's gonna look at Vel, give her a nod. I'm like, okay, let's do this. He's going to find a spot over here that if he lays down, you just can't see him because he's a mist. You know, whatever. So wherever that is here, where I can't see up there, he's gonna lay down and then start the fucking decloud.
All right.
I would
Next
say
round,
the
decloud.
I would say the round before declouding, he is going to pop off the Radiant Soul as a bonus action.
Imagine it's like somebody doing a fat vape in reverse.
Yeah.
Wow, that image has just popped in my head. Thank you, Steven. Or Tharon.
So I
Ready,
guess.
What?
Your turn.
Oh.
I know you can't really do much, but I'm just announcing that it is your turn.
You don't see the enemy. The cloud is kind of dissipating. The light is gonna start, like, it was just on his eyes, and now it's moving, like, to his nose. And you'll kind of see it as it, like, moves to his mouth. And that's my turn.
You're manipulating the sunlight with your declouding to get like the picturesque view. I dig it.
I am a cloud. I do block
Yeah.
sunlight, but if I'm dissipating, I will reveal the sunlight, and I'm gonna do it very theatrically. So yes, this is what I'm describing.
I love it.
Okay. Well,
Stall for time, alien.
Oh, I got this.
it's moving
I
on
can't really
to
talk,
Ezekiel's
but you can
turn.
just be like,
Speaking of which, are you within eyesight of your dad?
Well, I'm like right there, so.
Just making sure. He looks up.
Yeah, I placed myself where I placed myself.
Son, it's great that you're here.
And I can't speak, right? Like I'm incapacitated.
Oh,
I
you're
can
at.
just move.
Well, actually, yeah. If you've got rid of your cloud form, yep, you can't speak.
Clouded, so I'm like waiting.
It's like Mufasa in the clouds.
I see that
You
you
turned
each
yourself
have a bit of a problem. Well, no matter. At least you can hear me. He grabs Eliza's body, sort of props her up on the lectern with the book. You know, this book taught us many things, showed us many places. It also taught us how to replace the eye. Brushing Eliza's hair out of her face.
Creep.
Takes his hand.
I will voice Elion's thoughts. They're all in his head.
Yanks the eye right out of the socket.
Oh, that's
Oh, they found it again.
that's terrible. I
They
hate
made
that.
it again.
They made it.
Just
Wow.
now.
Goddamn Hobby
Made
Lobby.
it.
Wait, they made. Wait,
Fucking Hobby Lobby.
wait. 10 seconds recap. Wait, they
They
remade
made
the
it.
eye?
Yes. Just now.
Now?
The ritual that they were conducting.
What the fuck?
This is fine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. This is
Oh, yeah.
fine.
He puts the eye on top of the book for a moment. Lops off his own hand. And attaches the hand of Vecna.
Of course he did. Of course he did that. Cause like, why wouldn't he?
All right. Next up in initiative would be Elian, who will spend the minute doing nothing.
Yep.
Up next is Vel, who will also spend the minute doing nothing. Tharon, you're in Sovereign Guard. Things are going pretty swell.
I
You're
want you
getting
to
up
wait.
close.
I was like, why don't you
Huh?
wait till after this full minute? Like, whenever if they do revivify me, just give me the whole minute rundown all at once.
Nice. Meow. You've begun galloping.
Fucking love Meow. My hidden favorite character.
Bait the shit out of that horse.
I love Meow. He's Meow.
Predictable yet funny.
You can hear in your mind somewhere a presence that you've felt once before. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Is this the Happy Mask salesman from Majora's Mask?
It might be. It might be.
Meow, Meow's very focused on getting where he needs to go, but he kind of just like, he's hyawing, as they say in the South. He's like, who's this? Who are you? I'm busy right now. What do you want?
Is Umbra. I could help you, you know.
I'm listening.
You've got a lot of things that need saving. And I've got a lot of things that need killing.
What can you do?
It's my job to make the strongest warrior in the multiverse stay the strongest or die. Accepting my help. We'll see you become that, but your life will be that.
get me there in time?
We can try.
It's the best I'm gonna get. We've got a deal.
You, in addition to your normal racial traits, you gain the racial traits of the Scourge Aasimar, or Fallen Aasimar.
Oh.
Nice. I
Interesting.
need to look that up. One moment.
Should allow you to fly in a similar fashion.
I think only my version of Aasimar can fly.
Yeah, the Protector
I always
is the
get
one that
that.
gets the flight.
Crisscross.
I think the Scourge ones go Super Saiyan, basically. But it hurts themselves.
That's pretty on
Fallen
brand.
Aasimar is something else. Fallen Scourge and Protector.
I remember because I looked up a Super Saiyan build for it before.
Oh yeah, the Scourge is the Super Saiyan transformation.
Scourge, Aasimar, Barbarian.
Oh, cool. Okay, so how do I apply this in my character sheet? Or do I need to worry about that?
That's going to be a lot of back-end stuff that we will
okay. Okay, I was hoping there
do
would
a
just
lot
be like a
there.
one-click.
I wish.
Probably some homebrew.
You know what? I would take a screenshot of your stats and just change your race to that particular thing, and then if you know the traits, just do that, and then adjust your stats to be what it is as you've been.
We'll figure it out later. You can just use as reference.
We are
and
going
update
to
sheet later.
double time your horse.
We're gonna what?
Is what we're going to do.
Double time your horse.
Double time your horse.
Dope. Okay.
So, with
Grease up the hooves.
at the end of everyone else's turn, Ezekiel is going to reach out and pluck out his own eye.
Of course I did that.
This is brutal. Holy crap! Like this is
Yeah.
this is a brutal scene.
He reaches
Aw,
back to
geez.
the lectern, grabbing the newly formed Eye of Vecna,
Now the optic nerve.
placing it.
The optic
into
nerve
his
is very
skull.
elastic. So how far does he pull his eye out before the optic nerve snaps?
Oh my
Please
Far
tell
enough
me.
to
I
be
want all of
gross.
this. I love
Like-
horror.
About like 1.5 feet out.
Do we have a sound effect for the snapping cord?
There
Like,
is
let me hear it.
a large shock
That's not the sound effects of a snapping cord.
as he tunes.
I'll take it.
Does it take him an hour to attune? No.
Yeah.
One action.
Ah, damn.
Damn it. No, I like where your head was. That was great. If you could have done that.
Good. He sort of raises his head. You know, Elian, it should have been you. No matter. It's going to begin an incantation. Anyone who can see Ezekiel Yesenia, make me Arcana checks, please.
Oh my lordy.
I cannot.
You'll start like sobbing in a few minutes.
Assuming we can see him as we're falling.
Please be a high roll. Oh, okay. 16. 26. Val.
God damn.
Nat 20.
Oh my gosh, nice. I was praying for a nat 20 and it went to you. There you go.
Yeah, thanks.
Val. Katie wants my attention, sorry. This particular hand gesture that you're seeing, your time spent at Candlekeep amongst all of the book nerds, various wizards and the like, you may have heard magic being discussed back and forth and what are the most powerful forms of magics. Some magic is so powerful that it requires interesting material components. Some do not. One, however, is only cast by very high-level mages or people that have access to such a thing. It looks like he's setting up for a wish.
Fuck's sake.
I cannot relay this. I can't do anything about this. I can only panic and hope that his wish goes terribly wrong.
Wait, it's.
Holy
Oh.
shit, man.
I was just. Did you say a wish?
Yep.
Wish.
Wish.
We can only hope his wish gets effectively monkey pawed.
I hope you stutter.
Yeah. I would trip over your words.
We're gonna go around initiative again while he's preparing.
Wait, are we only going, what, 2 rounds so far?
Yeah, how
Yep.
many rounds does it have to do?
We're on round 7.
Fuck's sake.
How many rounds does it have to do to demystify?
10.
You guys will be on round 16 when you're done demystifying.
It's gonna be a while, so you guys just like get ready for this. Like just
Oh,
rapid
so
action.
Yeah, assuming we don't...
Oh, as
Ge-
bonus action, can we prepare actions?
No, your prepared action would just be the action itself. You would choose to hold it until...
That's what I mean. Like, can we hold an action until we, like, finish?
Yes, except you are currently incapacitated, which means you wouldn't be able to take any actions or reactions to hold.
Right, okay, I understand. Hold on.
So it looks like everyone is demystifying.
There you go. I'll take care of the standard Twitch chat emote spam. There you go.
Raising his hands. I wish for the plane meld to be complete. For all barriers to be broken. May worlds collide. And may Lord Ball rule them all.
Cool.
A blinding purple-black light erupts from behind him. Before you, the weave and chaos energies gather around everything you see. The road changes quickly from sand to stone to wood and back again. Not even existence knows what it's supposed to be. The slight crumble. World goes dark. It is from this darkness that you find yourselves in a swirling white void, slowly floating. It's almost like a gas giant. Think like any sort of gas giant planet you may have seen, sort of orange hues. Before you, just a speck in the distance. Given more time, it grows to be what seems to be a circular looking platform. You find yourselves still coming out of your cloud form, and you're not quite sure if you're descending towards this platform or if the platform is coming to you. Once your cloud form ends, it's clear that it's moving to you. Sorry, some of that soda just bit back. Did not want to rush into the mic. So, heading towards this circular platform. None of you have had your memories altered in any way, but are still confused as to where you are. This platform coming ever closer is ringed on the entire perimeter by what seem to be monks in these flowing blue gold type of robes. They don't have any sleeves for the most part. As you can sort of gather from your current distance of maybe 300 feet now, each feature almost green skin, these long pointed ears, and I have an image for everyone.
So Tharon's body just floating along with them like fucking JRPG style.
If he wishes to be unbound from Sovereign Guard, under the expectation that should you leave Sovereign Guard, you can only ever re-enter should you fall in battle.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Because I mean, my soul's detached from the body. I just figured the body would be traveling, then they would revivify.
Again, it's one of those things where perhaps they could. Do you want to come back?
I mean, I need you to kind of explain the context of what. I guess talk about what Tharon's going through now, since it's been that whole minute.
You would have basically been given a quiz on your deeds in life, followed by a contest of strength with the gatekeeper. Having at least proven that you are strong and valorous, he would have allowed you passage into the mead hall, where countless heroes, and even Tiber Septim himself, are able to greet you in both a firm handshake and a stiff drink.
There's going to have mixed emotions, although, it's every Nord's dream to be welcomed as Sovereign Guard. He feels like his job is undone. He goes in with a stern look on his face and really unable to hold his gaze high.
They bringing you back?
I mean, what's the sensation? I mean, like
wait, he's coming back.
What tells their
My question is, if you were going to cast Revivify on him seconds before, do you have a diamond on you, Radagast?
I do, and I also have a prayer to say.
So, catching up to his body in this otherworldly realm.
I've put the picture on the stream that you shared.
Brilliant.
Can I start Revivify?
So long as his soul is willing.
Yeah, like whatever he's
Your
willing
soul
to come
doesn't
back.
be willing yet. Your conscious might hear my voice, but Radagast will like descend upon you. Like, is he still a cloud?
No,
And also, Meow, you're still riding your horse through this mist.
I see.
It has like no idea what the fuck is going on.
Question. Are we declouded now?
Yes.
That's my question.
Okay,
And you're descending at a safe rate towards the circular platform.
Okay, do I see Valhalla?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to. Can I awkwardly push way through this mist like doggy paddle to be closer to her so we land closer to each other?
It is taking what feels like all of your inner might to will yourself to move, though, even at the most basic level.
Just so everyone knows, I'm gonna leave this part out of my next column for my small yet loyal subscribership as they are scattered to the wind. Hey, where's Tharon?
A hand will
Go ahead,
go
Radagast.
over Tharon's head, down to his eyes, close them. He'll start to speak. Those who walk uprightly enter into peace. They find rest as they lie in death. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your Dwemer. For I am Dwemer. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. Do not feast yet, giver of Talos. Intercede for this deer when asking that you will grant him a peaceful return. Give him comfort in his soul that you will raise him up in his last days. Ease his fears of death and ease any pain he might have. Ease his concerns for those he is leaving behind, for he is not done in this life. Boom! A big light will happen in his forehead.
Damn, that was awesome.
You're 3 seconds too late.
Every word that was spoken by Radagast can be heard from you in Sovereign Guard.
Like, so, like, up until like the beginning of that, there was just kind of, you know, like the sad guy at the bar. He's sitting there, kind of like he has a, you know, the tallest stein of mead you could imagine in front of him. You know, head in his hand, he's sitting there drinking. He knows he should be delighted for being where he is, but he knows that there's still work to be done. Then the instant he starts hearing that, he perks up, slams his mug down, stands up, puts one foot on one of the long benches on the I guess on the next to the table in the mead hall. It's like, gentlemen, my brother's in battle. I was honored to make your acquaintance this day, but it appears my time is not done. I look forward to proving my worth to be here yet again. Until then, drink heartily, fight with all your strength. I will be here later. He's just gonna like take the, you know, just the biggest chug he can. Like he's gonna keep on chugging until like his spirit evaporates in Sovereign Guard and like gets pulled back to his body.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Tharon breathes once more.
In my head, Woody Harrelson's one of the bartenders from Cheers. Oh, see you later, Mr. Thurston.
Come back to life. He's gonna raise his hand back up, like opening your eyes, and say, "I need you to come back."
There's gonna reach out like with your hand raised, clasp with one hand and like, you know, do the handshake, you clasp your shoulder with the other. Thank you, my ancient friend. I'm glad to be back to do more good in the glorious name of Talos and the Nine.
I'm gonna start crying.
Have we landed yet?
I was already on the ground, so does that take away from like the time that it takes?
What, just landing?
Like, cause I wanted to float like really like close to the ground as of like standing range of like when I.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. What's the initiative order right now?
There is
Or
no
are we-
initiative.
Okay, so we're just like here.
You are in
Um,
a brilliant pink void with
So
a circular platform surrounded by these pointy-eared, green-skinned individuals in robes.
Do we see do you see Dad and Mom or?
Mm-mm.
Well, that fucks
A wish
everything
was
up.
made.
That's fucking stupid. Not on your part, on their part. What the heck? No.
Uh, Do I still have my max HP limited?
No.
Okay.
I will say that resurrection magic sort of supersedes anything done to your mortal body.
You could say I had the best long rest.
Yeah, the best.
But yeah,
you,
one hit
you
point.
are sad to have left Stop such a peaceful place.
I would like to, well, I want to scry.
Funny. Though Tharon may be a little sad to leave, he holds resolute that he'll find his way there again.
Okay.
Also, where's Meow?
Yeah, where is Meow?
You are galloping on a horse along with them, like in the mist, heading towards the platform. Everyone should have landed in the middle of this circular platform.
Okay,
right
so
now,
I'm
which is
with the
quite
group.
large. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well,
I didn't get any of my spell slots back.
Yeah, I want to sit crisscross applesauce and I want to scry on my dad.
And also, what about Dawnbreaker? I did throw that on the ground. Where's that at?
It was on the ground,
So is
Way
it nowhere
back
to be
when.
seen?
nowhere to be seen.
Oh. That's disappointing.
well, that went well, everyone. Where the fuck are we?
Each of the robed individuals all stop chanting at once and sort of let out a sigh. They all seem to be sweating as if they were greatly concentrating.
Meow hops off his horse and goes directly over to Tharon to check on him. Are you on the ground still, Tharon, or are you standing?
He's standing up, kind of brush himself off, and using all 30 of his lay on hand points on himself.
You wouldn't have needed to do that. You would be at full health.
Oh, really?
I will explain that when it comes to it.
Is there a monk that looks like they're in a much more fancy set of robes than the rest?
Indeed, and one already seems to be getting to his feet.
All right, I'm going to respectfully walk over to them, but give it a good 15 feet between me and that person.
I'm gonna follow Colt.
Hello.
Forgive what must seem to be abrupt.
You know what? Not the strangest thing we've had to deal with today, but I appreciate the
She
thought.
smiles.
Well, from our
You
perspective.
have no idea what we've had to do to bring you back, but allow me to introduce us all. We are the Githzeri. That's Githzeri. Githzeri.
Would I know who they are, given my time at Candlekeep with Vel?
This is some pretty wide lore. Let's hear some history checks from you.
History checks, that's something I'm not great at. Because maybe I was studying books, and maybe I was drinking at the bar. Let's find out.
That's why I'm like, huh.
Beep, boop,
Did
beep,
you
boop,
hear
beep.
about that at Candlekeep, or were you doing other things?
Drugs!
About it?
16.
You might. If you'd like to do some history, let's see.
Did you see
I
that?
have to get, sorry, I'm in my car, parked, but I need to get in D&D Beyond. So, be a moment.
Did you see my roll? Because it says self to me.
I did not see it, no.
Okay, so it was 16. Why is that doing that? So probably not. Oh, I know why. I'm in the wrong
No.
fucking character. Hang on, I rolled the wrong one.
In Meow, no either. It sort of rings a small bell, but you can't can't pinpoint where, and then we'll hear from Vel here in a moment.
Okay. Yeah, it would have been
Mine's also saying self, but I don't know how to fix that, and I rolled an 11, so...
Yeah, mine would have been a 12.
You're not sure.
Okay. Gatharishik, well, pleasure to meet you. Thank you for bringing us here. Where is here?
This is chaos. She gestures around everywhere.
Cool.
Awesome! I love that!
We are weavers of chaos, and with which we create. You, each of you, have been recreated from a form where you previously existed. Hopefully your memories are intact, and we took enough time to do the process correctly.
Well, I certainly feel like I'm myself. My name's Thane. Just kidding. No, Colt Sebastian Taylor.
Brilliant.
I'm Valhalla.
Oh, we know. We're big fans of yours, and
Oh,
work you will do.
you got Vel.
I like the sound of that.
You have a fan, Vel. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've never had a fan before. I've never tried to have a fan.
I mean, I'm a fan of yours, but this is way different.
But you're like... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different.
Meow,
What's your name,
after
sir?
realizing that Tharon's okay, is gonna kind of look around and realize that everyone else is here before him, and he's gonna be very confused. And then also, it's gonna dawn on him that where the fuck is he right now? Because he didn't see anything that happened, I'm assuming.
The last thing you saw was a bright wave of purple light that then started to make the world go wonky. Things started deleting itself, glitching in and out of existence, and then nothing. Blackness.
Okay.
Until you landed here.
Meow is immediately going to be searching around the room looking for the vampires. And if he doesn't see them, is going to immediately start kind of eyeballing these creatures, specifically in that picture, assuming this is a faithful interpretation. Whatever is in that sarcophagus-looking thing.
Oh, that is just a artist depiction of what Getsera look like, not an actual depiction of your room.
Got it. Okay, so they're just all kind of in a room. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's basically a flat. If you imagine just like a flat circle in the middle of a void, a large flat circle.
Okay. Well then, this
kind of like hog-nosed elves.
This dingus that's talking right now, Meow's just gonna kind of examine him, and as discussed previously, this would be a moment in time where I would be looking to do that thing where I look at the enemy. And I'm having trouble finding it now. Know your
Gotcha.
enemy. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying
Absolutely.
to say. Thank you.
AC, if you want to know that.
Yes.
That's one of the things that they're all definitely lower than yours.
Okay. Got it.
So I assume we're here for a reason.
We painstakingly recreated you.
Yes.
The energies of chaos, which is what we do.
What was your name
Radical.
again? Sorry, my dad?
We gave up our names in our exile from Our Lady Gith. Instead, we recognize each other's titles. I am the priestess.
The priestess.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, priestess of chaos.
Thank you. And likewise.
Are you like a
each of
god?
you.
Like, can we worship you?
Goodness, no. We are just practitioners in an art by an actual goddess. One you may have heard of.
Oh? And who's that?
I believe you were initially tasked by a certain individual to awaken a goddess known as Avison. It was she
Yes.
who initially created the worlds. And she who taught us how to control the tides of chaos. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. she turns to Tharon and Radagast, and for your own purposes, this would be the creator entity known as Anu. Same person, different names, known throughout each of the multiverses.
All right, Val. Have a good work.
Radagast will turn after kind of visibly being a little drained from energy and saying, "You saved my friend. Thank you."
You're welcome, but don't thank us yet.
What of Meridia? I failed, but she seemed like one of the few good Daedric Lord princes. Is she okay?
Meridia recovered. You can never keep a Daedra down. They are experts at weaving chaos just as we are. Though we sit at its source, gestures round. This is the last safe bastion against Molag Bal and those who would seek total domination of all that exists.
What of that city we were just in? Are the citizens okay?
Everything is back to how it was, minus it is now all controlled by Molag Bal. He has no need for the anchors bringing them to Cold Harbor, where he brings Cold Harbor to everywhere else. Though, things were always meant to go this way, such is the nature of the flow of time. Speaking of which, we will be leveraging a cosmic event of our own to get you back to the material plane. But there is something we must do first. She sort of brushes off her robes, and a few of them begin weaving some of this pink cloud together, and they're physically forming out of nothing a large sort of crystal orb, inside of which you can see a small adventuring party going across a ice-capped terrain, heading towards a large, imposing glacier. This is the moment in time where everything is set in motion. Soon, these adventurers will read from a book and enter down into a place known as the Necropolis. We have time to get you accustomed to exactly what's happening around here, but as we edge closer, you must be sent back. So, if you have any questions, now is the time.
What should we do? You're going to send us there. What do you want us to do when we get there? Stop them from reading from a book? Read the book before they can?
Oh, you won't be interacting with this group. At least, not yet.
Okay. Then what, if you're going to send us there, what do you expect of us?
You are going to be going into a place that is outside of a place you've been before. But that is later. Now, we need you to head beneath the island of Mentar.
Oh boy.
There rests Lady Avison.
Yeah.
Awaken Lady Avison. and we may finally bring back Ravnica and restore what was lost, what you each have lost. Looking to Meow, you've had many promises from entities far and wide. Just as we remade you, Lady Avison can remake what you have lost.
Yeah, just kind of pauses for a moment and collects his thoughts and doesn't quite respond, but just knowingly kind of glares back, a little distrusting.
I have but one more question, if I may.
Of course.
Back before my untimely end just moments ago, Meridia blessed upon me a sword to be her champion. I have appeared to have lost it. Does it still exist, or is that destroyed? And whatever calamity prompted you to send us here?
Meridia has since chosen another champion, though it is not lost. Should you seek her favor again, the sword could be yours.
Colt will clear his throat. So you say that those in Baldur's Gate are relatively okay right now, and will be okay. We can awaken this entity.
Absolutely. The world can go back to the way that it was, and the way that it should be.
Mm-hmm. Colt will take a deep breath and look at Vel and kind of give a unspoken nod to each other. Okay.
Unspoken.
Unspoken nod, yeah. The best kind. And, look at everyone else. Well, I guess we're going to Mintarn.
What is that?
It's an island. There might be zombies. I don't know.
Radagast will approach the entity. After you...
Hello, Radagast.
That it was... I do not wish for it to go back. Of that it was... I don't like the way it was. My people are no more. Can I save them?
She smiles. Why don't you roll me an insight check?
Inspiration. 19.
Looking at their features versus your own, they look similar.
Does please in Dwemer?
She responds in Dwemer. Brother Radagast, you have not lost. You have just misplaced.
I feel defeated.
We've been here. Though Kagranak has long since passed, he does send his regards. Speaking of which, we have made you this. And you being the royal use. They hold up a diamond-shaped amulet, blood red in the center. The gem itself seems to be filled with a liquid that is very viscous. There is a brass metal hammer laid out on the floor. And on the other side, I believe it was another gem. This one a blue gem. These were the tools of your ascension. Radagast.
trembling.
Our time. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh. In our time, these were known as Keening and Thunder. Though we no longer need Wraithguard to make such things. Tonal manipulation has its uses for chaos. With these three things, your journey to traveling the plains will begin in earnest. We give you these things in the hope that you will finally make things right, to put things back the way they should, and to advance us all further.
Like a shaking finger he points to is like, is that the heart?
She smiles. We are inside the heart of Lorcan.
Looking around. And just disbelief.
From inside the crystal ball, a few of the figures in these, like, straight up, like, Mount Everest style coats and robes.
Like parkas?
Yeah, but, like, way hefty. And fantasy. All sort of gather around this book, and as our bird's eye view settles on them, sort of wiping off the cover, there's a large snowflake emblazoned onto the front. One of them, long curly hair that is shown as the wind blows back the hood, wearing goggles as they begin poring over the text and reciting what seems to be a poem or some sort of chant. And once they're finished, the glacier before them cracks and splits, revealing a small passageway that worms its way down into the ice. The priestess looks at each of you. The time is nearly upon us. Do you have any further questions?
Now, upon hearing about the island of Mentar, suddenly he remembers hearing about a group of cultists in a hollowed out underground area of some island southwest of Neverwinter Woods, and is starting to kind of like see if the pieces are kind of coming together as he was searching for the cultists of Tiamat. So he doesn't quite have it all figured out in his head yet as far as what he wants to ask, but you know, with that, I guess he's very clearly lost in thought, but doesn't have the words to say.
So we're going to Mintarn.
I have so many questions for you.
Well,
I'm
feel free
so
to ask.
angry. I'm so sad. I'm the last of my kind. I will restore the Dwemer race. Thank you for your guidance.
The rest of the monks are weaving the chaos as well into a what looks like a humanoid form, very close to the gas cloud form you guys were previously in. We have one other we must send forward first, and then you. And as they weave, this form becomes a little bit more clear, wearing a sort of white robe with green and gold accents. Red hair. Elf. And as they finish their about 5 to 10 minute ritual here, also inside the crystal ball as this happening, the group is making their way inside, sliding down this corkscrewing pathway into the glacier.
Can Colt ask a question, or are we past that point?
The floor is open.
I would say,
I'm just narrating what's happening.
Guys, Colt would ask, so if we're going to Mintarn, when are we going to Mintarn? Like, now? Or before?
This is going to end up maybe about 3 months after your last journey. It's the safest spot that we can put you back in.
So 3 months after we left the Sword Coast to go to where we went?
Indeed.
Okay. Look at Alien. That means Brea isn't...
too far forward, and she would use the Fates card to try and restore Brea.
Yeah.
Which would also result in the unfortunate demise of a few Order of Musty Fire members as they repeatedly pull cards from the deck of many things. It's tragic.
So I've heard in my dreams. Okay.
The female that they have recreated from chaos, they sort of wake her up. Welcome back. We are the Gilsera, and then give her the rundown.
Do we recognize?
Well, yeah, you guys sure do.
Red hair?
Yeah, red hair.
Elven. Is this Thane's friend?
Yes, you are familiar with her.
Oh.
The priestess sort of ushers you guys over to one side. You are, but she's not with you yet.
So she doesn't know who we are. Or she does.
Not yet.
Okay. She must be going back to a different time.
They look back at the crystal ball. Yes, it's almost right. Good. And yes.
Okay.
She will be going back to just before.
Okay. I won't flirt with her again. Okay, super.
I know the name. Tharon doesn't, though. That is right, Jordan. I am a good player that takes good notes.
That's right.
Wait, this isn't Thane's friend?
Well, the priestess takes a few steps over and places her hand on the elf's shoulders. Laurel, this may be a shock, but we've recreated you from your untimely demise. You also have work to do. In mere moments, a god known as the Frost Maiden is about to be slain. You will take her place. Try and change what the Frost Maiden is all about. Bewildered, she sort of looks. What? I don't know where to start. You will, in time. They sort of each extend a hand from the clouds on the side of the platform. Some steps go up, maybe about 15 feet, to a stone archway that fills in with this purple gas. right through there and mind your step. Once you get to the other side, you may have abilities you don't fully understand yet, but you will. It's about at this point that we're still watching from the outside of the glacier as a large, blinding yellow light pierces the top of the glacier, leaving a couple-mile-wide hole in the top of this glacier. And as the city, the necropolis, rises up out of the glacier, it snaps from existence in a blinding yellow light. The priestess calls, and now. They, like, literally just push Laurel through the gateway. Now then. You folks are next. One
Well-
last round of questions.
Okay, so Mintarn, 3 months after we left. Is it overrun with zombies?
No, that would have already been taken care of.
Okay.
However,
Oh
we
shit.
are sending you to the most familiar and most occurring of the times. At this point, Tyrant Blythe still leads.
Does she know who I am?
She will be familiar with each one of you.
Super. Oh, each one of us. Okay.
I have to ask one thing. It seems like you're sending us to another plane, though I'm not exactly entirely sure what that means. Will I maintain connection with the Nine of Tamriel?
She smiles. Sweet Tharon. The Nine of Tamriel are but names you know them by. Their love and their light follows you everywhere. You can call upon them at any time. Especially now that the plane melt has destroyed all barriers. It's a godly free-for-all, one would say.
Okay. We are going underneath Mintarn, and we're waking up. Who?
Well,
Anu.
I have a yes, Anu, as in
Anu.
Anu and Padme.
New.
I know you are all very smitten by a certain companion of yours, and it seems like he's looking for passengers this day. You'll want to tell him you were on an adventure and you've just come back. That would probably be the least alarming thing.
Talking about Burton Reynolds?
Oh, the one and only.
One and only. Yeah, God, I gotta get some fucking round. Colt's gonna speak a little softer. Is Celise there? New follower.
Oh yeah.
I gotta figure out why that sound is terrible.
Shit, 3 months to train.
Everything should be as you left it.
Okay, so
It
she's...
A little bit longer to come back than one might have thought, and I'm sure your world's warden will worry and have many questions, but
Okay, just want to make sure
for
that...
things to work out the way that they are intended, you must keep the things you have seen here today to yourselves. Are we
Alien?
clear?
I would like to say one more thing before we leave.
Alien,
Absolutely.
let's
What?
not... Don't tell anyone what's happened here. Let's not run our mouths when we get back to Mintarn.
Trust me, I have nothing to say.
Okay. You
What's
two...
wrong? You make it sound like she likes to talk.
To
Just saying, last time she wanted to tell the life story, we ended up getting a soul sucked into her, went to some place named Karen, and then we ended up in and kind of went to hell. So let's just all not be so gossipy when we get to Mintarn.
It's got a weird weave that our fate weaves. Indeed.
If it weren't for your multiple brushes with time-altering events, we wouldn't have been able to pull you, nor would we have been able to put you back so easy. So, maybe consider it useful that you have taken the paths you've had. Yeah?
Okay, well,
As a conclusion, Radagast would say to these gods, people, things, creatures, whatever you want to call them, entities. My connection to this world is weak. On this plane, where no one even remembers my tongue, but fantasizes my kind and seeks to make money off my old inventions and treasures. I'm ready to once again leave this plane and serve a greater good.
Good. And with any luck, we'll see you again soon, Brother Radagast. You'd make a good architect. Are we ready? The crystal ball shows a view of where this circular city has implanted itself on the surface of a world that looks very much like a standard Earth-like planet, though it seems as if other buildings that don't belong, much like Cold Harbor but without all of the nastiness, have ended up in some sort of apocalyptic cityscape. We're watching in fast motion as this society is built up. In particular, as this keeps going, we start to follow one particular blue-robed individual. He's got really short, black hair. And it's through him that we experience, in a very short amount of time, the daily life of a planeswalker on Ravnica. Spent most of the day teaching students different magics, going out and having a bit of fun, and polymorphing some animals into other animals. All in all, just being a little bit of a trickster. But it's on this particular day that these large green meteors begin raining down onto this particular city. And as our blue mage friend looks up to see it, he begins casting some sort of spell that is unknown to any of you. The somatic components don't match up with anything you've seen. And it looks like he is extending a barrier out as far as he can, but the farther that he pushes it, the older his appearance seems to get. Priestess speaks at this point. Alright, everyone line up. We're getting close.
It's at this point, Meow's gonna walk over to Elliot and kind of, in fact, I'm gonna roll insight real quick, because he's still got no idea what the hell is going on or what happened. Maybe we'll retcon that insight check. Just very concerned about the fact that we were literally trying to save Freddie from Elliot's parents. And like, they're not here.
Dead right now too.
Yeah, so Meow's just gonna kind of like walk over as we're waiting for this time to come up and just kind of put a hand on Alien's shoulder not really say anything, but just kind of like gaze a little bit, just to kind of like, you okay? Not say it, because we all know that Meow can't say it.
He would never.
He can never express his feelings, but he's gonna be like, and just kind of, and then just give like a light squeeze on the shoulder, and then
what you'd get from looking at him would be he looks like he has a blank expression, and he just looks done. Like he has an apathetic expression. And after you put a hand on his shoulder, he stays there for like a couple seconds, like barely a half a second, and then he walks away to get more. Other than that, he doesn't acknowledge Mac. Yeah.
Oh.
that is a very meow response to a meow action. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I think theirs would get well bit before teleported. You just sitting there thinking, like, you know, about a week ago, if any of you would have told me that within the span of an hour I would travel to Sovngarde, be revived, and be taken to another plane, I would think you were a crazy scuba addict. I'd probably say, I don't know you, and I don't care to know you, and yet, here we are.
Way to meet Volo.
The figure inside the crystal ball has grown so increasingly old that he's mega wrinkled, has long white hair, white beard, and has finally collapsed, having expanded the spell as far as it could, safeguarding most of the city from destruction, although the rest of the planet not so lucky. And it's from this, our final picture of the evening. An entity that you would think would be Avison steps down and lightly touches the wizard's head and places him inside of a gem. Now, this is our moment. From the side of the pink swirling mist, it seems that some of the chaos energies have rushed to another part of our multiverse. This is our moment. Through the gateway, then.
Yep. Here we go. Grab.
Gas will transform into a giant eagle. Feel his most comfortable state.
May the 9 guide our travel. Onward.
Is Alien behind me, or
Wherever Alien would like to be.
Probably like in front of Meow, because he walked in line before Meow, but I don't know what order that would be in. I would say behind you, yeah.
okay? Colt in one hand's on grab Vel's hand, and with his other hand grab Alien's hand, just to hang on to tight to them, because last time we went.
Doesn't hold back.
I don't care. Don't care.
It sounds like you care.
Nope, don't care. Don't care. Don't hold back. Because last time we went through something, we all ended up being split up, and I need at least 2 of you to be with me. So.
But when you say, if you don't grab his hand, Radagast is like seeing the picture, inspired by the wings fluttered out over the city. Like, picture Jordan just saying he's gonna just stretch his wingspan as far as he can and like put his very last of his feather in your hand.
All right.
I love it.
Chariots of Fire starts playing.
Meow,
I'm emotional right now.
Pulls out his bike, drag before walking through.
Colt's going out. Is there a time limit on this? Can we take our time? Would love to have a night at. Would love to have a night at a tavern.
We walk quarter pace theatrically.
I'm imagining the ending scene of the Breakfast Club just playing as we slowly walk into the
Don't you forget about me.
Like we take 2 steps forward, a 1 step back, 2 steps forward, a 1 step back.
Oh, Jesus.
Where will we find the long shots next week? Let's find out. That is all I've got for you tonight.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us. that could have gone either way. All right. Time for the ending transition. Get ready. We'll see you next week.